I do have a good news and a bad news. The good news is the Logan in suit is finally released in Hong Kong, and the bad news is let's check it out in the video. Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm DCSG81 and welcome back for another My Opinions video. This time around we'll be talking about the NOTA Studio Logan's in the black suit, which is, I believe a lot of you guys are actually waiting for that to happen because the previous release one is very good, which is this guy here, and I know that a lot of you guys have missed the opportunity to grab him. So the Logan's in suit is kind of like the next best thing that you can get from the NOTA studio, and it's finally being released. But upon seeing the pictures all from Isaac Wong, I just find it to be a bit of lacking. Yeah, this is what we are going through, and do notice that this is all my opinions. Of course you can disagree with me after seeing all the pictures that I'll be showing you guys, but yeah, I do feel that it's not as good as this guy. So let's begin. Okay, so first of all, we'll take a look at the box design, which is something that I think that is very creative, and I kind of like this idea that you can see it's like a layout of the car they are traveling in. And if you zoom in, you can see Laura actually is the one who is taking a selfie on this pose. Yeah, it's very nice. And at the edge of the box, you can see Logan is driving the car, and you can even see the back of the car, which is very creative, I would say. And the next one, you can see what's in the box, and it's just the figure with some interchangeable hands. They are giving quite a number of hands this time because of a few things of the accessory that he comes with, which we'll go through later. And finally, we get to see the figure right out of the box, and here is the 360-degree turn. It just looks very good, especially with that scale. Let's take a look at the suit itself, which I think is one of the highlight of the figure other than the heads. Yeah, it just looks like a very nice suit, except for a few things that I noticed. And if you zoom in close enough, you will see this is the suit is in very high quality, but then again it feels like it's like a dust magnet. You can see that the figure is already having a few dust there. Yep, so this is something that you want to, you know, really clean up occasionally, otherwise it looks like he's very dirty. And even at the shoe, you can see there are some scratches, details there. It's quite good, they actually thinks of that. And at the below of the shoe, there seems to be having a 2 holes there. Yep, mine is having it as well. And the next picture is pretty hilarious because when you take off the suit, the inner white shirt is not a full shirt. I think this is to allow better articulations. I don't think it's because of cost cutting or something like that. And let's take a look at the head itself, and wow, you can see that it just looks okay somehow. When I look at this picture, it just feels a little bit you know, different to me. Yeah, I just feel like something is different about this head. And the next head is, oh my god, this is the one that gave me a shocking of my life because it just looks pretty bad, especially if you want to compare this one. Oh my goodness, this one is like a masterpiece here. It's pretty bad. Yeah, okay, you might not see it now, but upon the comparison later, you will see what I mean. Let's go through the accessories that we can see. This is the 112 X-Men comic that appears in the movie, and it is a full colored comic, and you can see that they are each of the page have a story. It's just like a comic shrink to a 1/12 scale. And the next one, it just comes with a cigar, which is quite surprising because this is not in the promo picture if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is, yeah, kind of nice though. It's like a nice touch to it. And it does have a Jack Daniel, which I think is a little bit too small for the figure. Yeah, it needs to be like a tiny bit bigger, then it will be perfect. And next is the comparisons with the older versions. And from this picture, you can see the newer Logan is slightly taller than the previous one. Even from the back view, you can see that. And from this side angle, you can really see that the newer one is slightly taller than the previous one. And here is the comparisons that I'm talking about. From the non-expressionist look, you can really see is that it looking, yeah, slightly different, but you can argue that it's still the same head, but it just feels like something different other than the scars and the battle damage. And the angry one, you can totally see is different altogether. I'm not sure why they are not using the older head, you know, just to clean out all the blurs, but they are using a new one. Again, I feel that the face is slightly wider as compared to the previous one, which looks much more natural. Yeah, it's totally different this time, which is kind of disappointing. There's also comparisons with the claws. Yeah, there's almost similar there. And the next picture, yep, this is from the previous Logan, because this new one doesn't comes with this hand, and this bloods effects also comes with the previous Logan and not with these new ones. I do believe that many of you guys actually wanted this Logan not just for the head itself or the character itself, but maybe you want to keep Bash by using the body, because the body itself is pretty good, pretty solid body, and it does have some weight on it. Yeah, so I think some of you guys actually wanted the body for some other characters, and here is the head swapping that Isaac Wong did that you can see right now. Oh, apparently it doesn't really works on most of the head, as you can see. Yep, this is the next picture that, wow, it does somehow I think the heads are too small for the bodies. And the following pictures are the rest of the action pose for this figure, which of course again Isaac Wong managed to do a few poses which make the figure looks pretty good. Yep, and again I think that the Jack Daniel bottle is too small. Yep, and the angry face looks slightly weird there. Yeah, it doesn't really look like him in a way. The comic is a nice touch. Yep, and then we have King Shark over there, very nice. And in addition to that, it just comes with two extra hands. I think these are just meant for the early pre-order guys, I'm not sure. So this is one of the hand that is like a pointing hand for the left hands, and also the something like a karate chops hand, the right hand. You can actually see these two hands are provided separately in the box itself. And the final picture is some comparison pictures with some of the other characters that you can see. So these are all the pictures from Isaac Wong, who actually got it already in Hong Kong, so which means that it will be reaching us or some other countries wherever you are from in the next few months maybe. In my opinions, somehow it's rather disappointing this time because of the angry face. I do think that they should just use back the previous one, which is this one again, and the rest of it, the codes I think is quite well made. And another disappointment is that somehow the body is not meant for other heads that you can see here. It did some head swapping which doesn't really suit most of the heads, and the Jack Daniel is too small. But the comic book is a nice touch and is slightly lacking of accessory as compared to this guy here. Actually comes with quite a number of accessory, especially with the bloods effects, the middle finger claw. So in my opinions, if you already have this guy just like me, I think this will be an easy pass for you. But again, if you have missed this guy like most of you did, I think this one is still good enough to get. If you can overlook the angry face of the Logan, this looks a little bit weird. Maybe it just looks better on hands, I'm not sure, because some figures doesn't appear very photogenic, but when you have it on your hand it looks good. Yeah, so maybe it's that case, I'm not sure. So right now I'd love to hear from you. What's your thought about these new Logans in the suit from NOTA Studio? Does it looks good to you, or you just feels the same as I do? They just managed to ruin the head. So hit the thumbs up button if you like this my opinions video, and do consider subscribing to my channel. I have new video up almost every alternate day, and I will catch you again in my next video. As always, stay safe, take care, and thank you for watching.